there any way the media can find out? You already know you're doing something wrong. The mere fact that you don't want anybody to know. So you know you're doing something wrong. And Skip, he wanted to seem so philanthropic. He wanted to change the perception of the narrative.
Now,
That's the honest truth.
man, your videos are looking intense.
Should have paid his taxes and stayed retired.
Really?
But sometimes we have good nights, sometimes we have bad nights, but we always have good paydays.
Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe pulled no punches in his recent takedown of Floyd Mayweather, blasting the boxing legend over his alleged $42 million financial scandal. Age and reckless spending have caught up to Money Mayweather, Sharpe declared, painting a picture of a former champion whose financial acumen hasn't matched his boxing brilliance. The Sharpe critique suggests Mayweather's golden touch may finally be fading.
The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks. A check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see I, R, or S in that ring taking no blows. And I'm supposed to send them, yep, you're supposed to send them their cut. That's the way it works. And what
you owe them about half of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, he's in the bottom, so which is no state tax. So basically all you have to do is give them their 33%.
Yeah.
I get it. And I get the fact like all they're gonna do is waste my money anyway. But that's not the way you do it.
No, that is not allowed.
We saw other greats. Joe Louis and his problem. Sugar Ray Robinson had to come out of retirement at 55 to settle a debt with the IRS. And even Mike Tyson. But what's so disappointing with me, Skip, Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht and you big ballin'. And you won't cut these people their money?
Sharpe's criticism went deeper than just the scam allegations. He eviscerated Mayweather's exhibition circus, arguing the undefeated champ has reduced himself to a sideshow act. These aren't real fights anymore, they're WWE-style spectacles where people only watch hoping to see Floyd lose, Sharpe fumed. His most damning indictment? That Mayweather is now auctioning off pieces of his once untouchable legacy, trading respect for paychecks in a desperate bid to maintain his lavish lifestyle. What was once boxing artistry has devolved into financial pageantry.
I'm sure he could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box.
So the allure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that a YouTuber. A YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't.
No. But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked out.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0. And that's the allure of this?
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way. So he doesn't see like, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like.
The scandal raises deeper questions about Mayweather's financial acumen. While his boxing career showcased flawless money management, earning record paydays through shrewd negotiation, his retirement ventures tell a different story. From failed business partnerships to alleged scams, the man who perfected defensive strategy in the ring appears vulnerable outside of it. Critics now wonder, was Money Mayweather always more lucky than savvy when it came to finances? This latest controversy doesn't just threaten Mayweather's wallet, it jeopardizes the very brand he spent decades building. The boxer who once boasted about being TBE, the best ever, now faces allegations that could permanently tarnish his reputation. As legal scrutiny intensifies, the boxing world watches anxiously to see if Mayweather's financial defense can match the impenetrable guard he displayed during his historic 50-0 career.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion."
While Mayweather's Instagram showcases fleets of matching luxury cars and palatial estates, the IRS tells a different story, one where the self-proclaimed money man owes $29 million in back taxes. This glaring contradiction reveals the dark side of his endless flexing. True wealth isn't about owning multiple Bugattis, but about meeting basic financial responsibilities. The same hands that defended against championship punches now seem incapable of protecting his own fortune from reckless mismanagement.
Alright, this next clip is from 2017 on the Joe Rogan podcast, where Tom Segura and Joey Diaz talk about Floyd Mayweather owing $29 million to the IRS. Now obviously this clip was way back in 2017, so it's possible he paid it off. Or it's possible that he owes way more now.
I think Floyd Mayweather has like 6. Does he really? He has so many.
He's hilarious.
His spending habits are hilarious.
I love him.
And he's got like a whole fleet just in white. He's like, white is right. I got a bunch of.
He's got other colors too, though, man.
Yeah, he does.
Gang of cars.
All
So
matching
you
up.
owe that money to the IRS. Why don't you just give him a few cards? Because he went so deep, so How much does he owe? Well, it's more than you want to pay.
Yeah.
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like what are you talking about, man?
He's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash. Hilarious, I love
Yeah,
it.
he has 15 million worth of cars.
Congratulations.
But he doesn't drive.
So also, for those of you who don't know, Logan Paul is suing Floyd Mayweather. And the reason he's suing Floyd Mayweather is because Floyd Mayweather owes him over $4 million after their last fight.
Mayweather's relentless pursuit of easy money led him to one of his most damaging controversies, shilling a fraudulent cryptocurrency to his millions of followers. Despite his vast wealth, he allegedly pocketed millions to promote the shady scheme without any vetting. When the crypto collapsed, wiping out countless investors, Mayweather's silence spoke volumes. This wasn't just a bad business move, it revealed a chilling disregard for the fans who built his empire.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like what
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just.
Pointing to Mayweather's downgrade, the fight exhibition bout.
Circus, calling
of traditional boxing was, according to him, viewed as a cheap spectacle. Sharpe,
to degrade himself by
this fight wasn't just a myth, questioned how a man who once dominated match. It was a disgrace.
of competitive merit, just as sad,
Lacking the intensity and honor for a boxing icon with an undefeated record. Stepping into the ring with an internet celebrity felt like a sad thing the sport could win.
Yep. Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah. Get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
we get
brother.
the brother. We get the brother.
He's
then.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yeah.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall. Our first things first, Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you who good with their hands that you might not know. Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what. So what?
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul now?
I wanted to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all not finna have bragging rights.
This isn't even a fight.
Nope.
This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you go?
I know you over there. You're like, yeah, we got him. You know, no. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We got to represent. Money, represent.
Represent?
Yep, lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was a worthy fight.
That's
It
okay,
was
we'll
actually a battle.
We gonna lump him up. Yeah, we gonna lump him up.
The boxing establishment is turning against Mayweather's mercenary approach. Noted trainer Bill Haney drew a stark contrast between Mayweather's current money-grabbing and real sportsmanship. Floyd changed boxing, Haney admitted, but he turned it into a business where the only thing that matters is the paycheck. While Mayweather chases exhibition paydays, Haney and his son Devin proved championship boxing can still honor the sport's traditions while building legacies. The message is clear: true greatness isn't measured in dollars, but in respect.
Saying Hank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you're the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you're really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin with gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bum business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we done charged $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it.
Mayweather's post-retirement career has become a masterclass in monetizing nostalgia. His exhibition fights, carefully curated matchups against social media personalities and faded names, bear little resemblance to competitive boxing. What was once the sport's most brilliant defensive mind now operates as a pay-per-view carnival barker, trading athletic merit for viral moments. Critics contend these spectacles aren't just tarnishing his legacy, but eroding boxing's credibility as a serious sport. The man who redefined sweet science now reduces it to expensive slapstick.
It was crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, fighters fight, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
A press conference showdown revealed the cracks in Mayweather's money facade. When Floyd launched into his usual wealth boasts, Conor McGregor delivered a brutal counterpunch: "Stop talking about money you don't actually have." The Irishman publicly called out Mayweather's tax debts and framed his exhibition comeback as financial panic disguised as entertainment. The exchange exposed boxing's uncomfortable truth: even Money Mayweather remains chained to the ring by economic necessity, his lavish lifestyle requiring constant new paydays to sustain.
What would be the value in seeing it a second time? The first one wasn't bad, but the whole thing was this notion of suspense and unpredictability and what would it be. Well, you got to see what it was. He got marched down and beaten up.
Yeah, it seems like Floyd might realize within himself that that's the last giant money fight he can make. It would have to be as close to a real fight as possible. I mean, it's a Conor who can still throw his hands, although to your point, the brand is damaged and, you know, he needs a win badly in the UFC to revive that. But I wonder if Floyd at 45 is saying to himself, if I've got to fight one more time, a real fight, and that Logan fight was weird, and Floyd, I think, didn't expect to have to navigate it the way he did. I wonder if Floyd thinks this is it. But even that could be a trap fight for him, Luke, because of his age. You never know, okay? But to your point, it's hard to get amped up for it unless one or both of them is sort of riding a certain level of momentum.
McGregor's attacks went beyond typical fight hype, striking at Mayweather's core identity. Pay your taxes and stay retired, the UFC star demanded, framing Floyd's influencer boxing phase as symptomatic of deeper financial rot. The crowd's cheers in response signaled growing public fatigue with Mayweather's act, the endless flexing now undermined by IRS liens and desperate money grabs. McGregor's taunts revealed what really stings, not that Mayweather fights for money, but that he clearly still needs to.
You look fucking great. I feel good, training hard. Did Floyd not take out his own jets?
Floyd got 3.
You know what else he got?
And he got
tax problems. That's what he's got. That's heavy shit. That is heavy shit.
It's hard to get out from underneath.
Fucking right it is, especially when I'm on top of you.
British boxing icon Chris Eubank Sr. delivered a sobering perspective on Mayweather's GOAT claims, separating financial achievement from true greatness. Floyd's the richest, not necessarily the greatest, Eubank stated, arguing real legacy is measured in ring artistry, championship medal, and the ability to elevate the sport, not just balance sheets. His comments highlight boxing's existential crisis, when financial spectacle overshadows sporting merit.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. He says he's the best ever. Has anyone accounted for this observation? I've never seen him lose. You only know a man in how he accepts defeat. So I can't score him. But certainly, the fact that my own child chose him to be a role model over me, the dad, the gentleman. Yeah, he's a playboy. Because that's what he represents. He has clubs, or he had clubs, and he shows bling. Well, this is how I'm living. I wear a dress, and for a bit of humor, I wear a bear.
50 Cent, once part of Mayweather's inner circle, dropped a bombshell assessment, all that money? Gone. The rap mogul contrasted Floyd's mercenary approach with true legends who prioritized legacy over lucre. Real kings built temples, 50 asserted, Floyd just built bank accounts. His indictment paints Mayweather as boxing's cautionary tale, the genius who traded immortality for temporary riches.
Even Floyd, like, we got issues over here. He's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money.
It's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is gone, trust me. Now it's like, call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub. Because you need that action right now.
A viral TikTok investigation exposed the hollow reality behind the Money Team brand, alleging systematic failures to deliver paid experiences and merchandise. The exposé suggests Mayweather's empire operates on celebrity vaporware, all hype, no substance. This pattern of undelivered promises risks the ultimate cost, the erosion of fan trust that took decades to build. When the glitter fades, what remains may be just broken promises and a tarnished name.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
there's more
we're not
scamming to be
yet,
done.
And it's not over.
Oh my God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he f***ing didn't.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
ESPN's Stephen A. Smith delivered a sobering critique of Mayweather's cultural impact, revealing how money has become a dangerous blueprint for young athletes. Kids today don't study Floyd's shoulder roll or defensive genius, they just see the private jets and think that's the endgame, Smith lamented. The concern? An entire generation emulating Mayweather's flash without understanding the decades of sacrifice that built his skills, mistaking the celebration for the work ethic required to earn it.
It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see.
Facing mounting criticism, Mayweather offered his trademark shrug of indifference. Haters gonna hate either way, so I'll just get my money. This defiant philosophy protects his peace but raises uncomfortable questions. Does the man who redefined boxing excellence feel any responsibility to the sport that made him? His pursuit of personal happiness may safeguard his ego, but each pay-per-view circus act chips away at the legacy he once seemed destined to protect.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences.
Stay tuned for more unfiltered sports analysis.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.